Hey, what's up guys, it's Bailey and welcome back to my channel. And for this video, I wanted to do something for Pride Month. So I wanted to do my coming out story. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it, because that really helps me out. And also hit that subscribe button down below so you can see more of my face and more of my stories. This story starts about like summer 2013, and I was figuring myself out along the way, and I just got real bold one day and I texted my friend Lorena that I was gay. And I remember I left my phone downstairs in my bedroom, went upstairs in the bathroom and sat in the bathroom for about 15-20 minutes because I was scared to hear my phone go off and see that she replied, because I was nervous of what she was going to say. Lorena was cool with it, and that gave me more confidence to tell more of my friends. So she was the first person I told. The second person I told was my best friend Jared, and I told him downstairs in my bedroom, and I was like, Jared, like, I got something to tell you. He was like, what? And me being me, like, I got scared because this was my first time telling somebody in person, so I got like real scared. I was like, oh, you know what, never mind, like, it's nothing. And Jared's the type of person who hates when people do that, so he'll like basically force it out of you, which is exactly what he did to me. He held me down like this and threatened to spit on me if I didn't tell him. And I don't like spit in particular, so I was like, all right, I'm gay. And he looked at me and he goes, that's it? I was like, what the fuck did you think I was going to tell you? Like, I was so scared to tell him, because that was like my best guy friend, and I've had other guy friends before, but we never like connected or had a bond in the type of friendship that me and Jared have. So I was really scared to tell him because I didn't want all of that to change because of my sexuality. Jared was very, very cool with it, and he still is to this day. You know, he's somebody I talk to about like everything, whether it's personal or not. Like, I go to him. The third person I told was my best friend Alyssa, and we were sitting outside of our high school on like these benches, and Lorena was there, and I just felt the need to tell her too. So I told her that I was gay, and she was very accepting of it. And I remember later that night, after we had like left hanging out or whatever, we were actually texting about like cute boys from the TV show Teen Wolf, and that was the first time that I had actually ever like talked to somebody about like me finding dudes attractive. So to me, that was like one of the best moments, because like I said, I had never done that before, and we were doing it as if like this was normal, which I mean it is, but for me at that time I was still getting used to all of it. And then I told my friends Bella and Riley through text. I remember I was on my way to like some mall or something, and I had texted both of them. And basically they were just like, we still love you, we're still like your best friends, like we're here, like we got you. And that was awesome. Like that was like an amazing feeling. So to hear from like all of my friends that they accepted me, it gave me the courage to finally come out to my family. When I came out to my mom, I told her face to face, but Jared was with me, and actually Jared's the one who told her, because I literally couldn't get the words out. Like, I was so scared. And she was like, she gave me a hug and she told me she loved me, which, best feeling ever. She went in and told my stepdad at the time. He's not my stepdad anymore, long story, but yeah, so she went in and told him, and he was cool with it, which I feel like that was a front. But like I said, that's a long story about him, so we'll just skip that. Now, when it came to telling my dad, I was real scared about it, because my dad's a little old school, and I felt like I would have been like a disappointment to him as like a son, like, because I never played sports. I was never into like war movies or action movies. Like, I was never into like dude things, and so I didn't want to be like this huge disappointment to him. So I was really scared to tell him. So I actually had my mom call him, and he was on speaker, and I was in the room, and he was fine with it. Like, he was real cool with it. And he told me he loved me and he accepted me, like I'm his son. And again, like, best feeling ever to hear from like all the main like important people in your life, like they accept you. Like, that's like the best feeling ever. Now, me being me, I'm not one for rumors. I feel like if you want to know something about me, you can come to me and ask me, or if you hear something about me, it needs to come from me first. So I wrote out like this big long message on Facebook, screenshotted it, and posted it on Twitter and Instagram, and I don't know if Snapchat was a thing then, but it might have been. But I posted it basically everywhere. Basically, it was me coming out, and I wanted everybody to know before we went back to sophomore year, because I didn't want any confusion. I didn't want people to be hearing stories or anything. I wanted it to come straight from me, so nothing would get misconstrued during the school year or whatever. Because if people have questions, you can easily approach me and ask me, and I will tell you. Still to this day, I will tell you anything that you basically want to know, as long as it's not too personal and I don't know you that well. Just don't ask me too many personal questions. But yeah, so that's basically like my coming out story. But there is an update to everything, because that was back in 2013. Flashback to 2016, 3 years later, my friends Riley, who she's in one of my videos, Hunter, and Mason, we were all at my house. Again, I've been friends with these people for years. We were all at my house one night for a fire, and we just started talking about some like kind of like deep shit, and they told me that they knew that I was gay before I came out. I was like, oh, so like, how'd you guys know? Like, was it obvious? Was it the hand gestures? Was it the way I talked? Was it my interest? Like, what was it? They're like, oh, we had found some stuff on like your iPod and everything. I was like, oh, okay. So I knew what they were talking about, but I just want to give a special shout out to them, because they knew a year prior to me actually coming out and me actually telling them. Like, they knew, and they didn't say anything to anybody, like not even me. Like, they let me come to them about it, which was amazing. Like, so I love all three of them for that, like so much. My story is probably different from many people's story. A lot of people have hard stories where their parents don't accept them, they lose friends, they lose family, and I was so fortunate enough to not have that. My family still loves me and accepts me like everybody. Grandmas, aunts, uncles, cousins, my friends. I didn't lose a single friend because of me being gay, like, at all. And I'm kind of overwhelmed by that still to this day, that I was fortunate enough to have such a supportive group of people around me during that time. Because in my head, I was like, all right, I'm gonna lose like so many people because of this, and I didn't, and I'm so grateful for that. I wanted to come on YouTube to tell my story, because my story is different than like a lot of people's, like I had said, but I also want people to know that even if you do have the opportunity to where you lose somebody for being who you are, then you don't need them in your life. I would love to be able to be like an activist and somebody on YouTube or whatever, to be somebody who can talk about like LGBT rights and expressing that it's okay to be you, because it took a long time for me to be comfortable in my own skin, and I'm still figuring out exactly how to do that, but I'm 100 times more confident than I was 4 years ago. I truly just don't give a fuck really what people think about me, and I feel like that's something that everybody should try to accomplish. You only have one life, and I feel like if you live it for other people, you're not living it. You will be disappointed, you will be sad and depressed because you're not living for you. When it comes to coming out, I understand that it's scary and it's nerve-wracking, and you need to, and key thing, don't force anybody out of the closet. If you know, don't force anybody out of the closet. But don't feel forced to come out of the closet, because, like, whatever the reason is, just don't feel forced like you have to come out. Come out whenever you are ready to come out. But be okay if things don't go the way that you want them to. Because if somebody doesn't accept you for being who you are, then you don't need them in your life. If anybody is struggling with coming out, or parents or friends not accepting you, or whatever it may be about LGBT, definitely hit my DMs on Twitter or Instagram, and I will talk to you about it. I will literally give you insight and advice. I will do my best to help you in any way that I can if you're struggling with anything. But yeah, like I said, guys, that was my story, and I was very fortunate enough to have an amazing group of people around me that supported me, and I hope that you guys do too. I hope that this kind of maybe gave somebody courage to think about coming out, or made them feel a little bit more confident about it or something. I just want like my story to kind of like empower people in a way, and me being somebody who can empower other people, I would love to be able to do that. Just don't be afraid to be who you are and be the best version of yourself that you can be, and that's honestly the best advice I can give anybody. If you guys enjoyed my coming out story, give this video a big thumbs up, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button because I got tons of new videos coming. I got reaction videos, some awesome vlogs coming. My birthday is actually today. I'm uploading this on my birthday, so my birthday is actually today, and I'm 20 years old, and so happy birthday to me! But yeah, guys, I got a birthday vlog coming later this weekend, more reactions coming, and some other stuff that I have going on in my head that I want to do. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also turn on the post notifications so you never miss a video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.